like science.
I like science.
I like science.
As it's
Too
a
damn
stare
hot.
down.
It's too damn hot.
It's
Yo.
too damn hot.
It's too damn hot.
It's going to get hotter unless we do something to reverse climate change.
Yeah, I don't think that's I wanna believe that'll happen, but I'm not seeing much evidence to support that.
Nope. Well, we reversed the hole to the ozone layer by stopping using chlorofluorocarbons or whatever they were called.
Chlorofluorocarbons.
Chlorofluorocarbons. Cloris Leachmans.
Yes, but Cloris Leachman can never be stopped. Even though she's passed on, she can never be stopped. So, because Cloris Leachman was a goddess. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome to the show. How are you doing? If you're saying something out loud, we don't hear you, but we feel you. We feel
I was about
you
to say,
responding.
are we the romper room?
No, there's
I
no
see
Miss Julie.
David. I see Julie.
Yeah, no one ever saw me. No one ever was called Brandy.
Nobody ever saw Brandy unless they were at a bar by the harbor.
Yep.
Because she's a fine girl and a good wife she would be.
Yes. Am I a good wife, Dave?
Yes, you're a very good wife.
See there?
I have no complaints.
At least I got that going for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to remember to do the things that I keep forgetting to do. So, first and foremost, thank you again to Dan for allowing us to use his spreadsheet because it is ever so helpful, and we really appreciate it. And besides that, we love Dan. And Patrick, still kicking, still sending me great Star Trek stuff and making me laugh. And I'm glad you're alive. Yeah, and to everybody else, just a reminder to fuck ICE and fight fascism. So
yeah, there's stuff going on in Memphis right now that's not being all that well reported on.
Of course not.
So yeah, Gestapo agents all over the place.
Mm-hmm. They're going to try to put them at all our polling stations too when the election comes around.
Yeah, because voter intimidation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, so. You have too dark of skin to vote.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you have a vagina. You can't vote.
Yep. Oh, you have an accent. Mm-hmm. Even though your people were here before our people were.
Yep. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
This is what happens when Proud Boys take over the country. Yeah. Anyway, so let's not think about the depressing things anymore and let's have some fun.
Okay.
I don't know that you would call this episode that much fun. It's kind of dark.
Oh, there's some fun to it. It's a Lower Decks episode.
Fun. Yeah, there is fun to it, but there's also some really dark stuff in there.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, in case you had forgotten, this is Lower Decks season 4 episode 3, In the Cradle of Vexilon.
In the Cradle of Vexilon.
Yes. And this is one of the few episodes that has no cold open. It just goes straight into
Yeah, that was a surprise. It was just suddenly we were doing the intro theme.
Mm-hmm. It's I don't know, I can't remember how many times that's happened, but it's very rare.
Yeah.
I think it's happened less than 5 times, if I remember right. I don't remember the exact number. But yeah, we're reminded of how they kept adding ships to that battle.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got the whale probe.
The big old whale probe with the cigar with the little submarine popper on it.
Yeah, it looks like a volleyball. Just yeah. Anyway, it's somebody took a paper towel roll, wrapped it in aluminum foil, and then dangled a volleyball out of it.
Yeah, a ping pong ball or something. Yeah, volleyball because of the patterns.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it makes me laugh. Anyway, we're going to a completely artificially created ring system called Corzonia.
It's very Mass Effect.
It is very Mass Effect. Guys, I hated Mass Effect.
I disliked it too, the inconsistency between each chapter.
Mhm.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, this kind of ditzy scientist is now the information broker. How?
Yeah. There's
How does
just
that happen?
and for being something where you're supposed to have all these different choices, you actually pretty limited on choices.
Yeah.
So,
Then it's kind of unclear what the choices result in. I mean, they're leading you towards a certain thing, which was the synthesis ending.
mhm.
It's like, oh, we're going to combine artificial and living organisms. It's like, why? Why is that so important to you?
Because that's the only way that they'll survive,
Yeah.
that both parties will survive, you
Why is
see.
that so important to the writers?
Yeah, I don't
Is
know.
that you become some kind of weird singularity thing where everybody's a cyborg, basically?
Yeah. Here's the funny thing. You really only get three endings in Mass Effect. You have three choices of
Right.
endings in Mass Effect.
I think there's a
It,
secret fourth one when you decide not to do anything.
okay, fair. But let's talk about games much, much earlier than
Hmm.
Mass Effect that had way more endings.
Silent Hill
Hill
2.
2. Silent Hill 2 has six different
I
endings.
mean, granted, I think two of them are joke endings. So
Yeah, well,
really,
yeah, the
you
one with the
have,
dog on the spaceship, obviously a joke,
yeah,
but still, six different endings.
right.
So, and that was a lot longer ago than Mass Effect. So,
Yeah.
just saying. Anyway, I'll stop dissing Mass Effect. I know there are people out there that really love it. I was not one of those
Yeah,
people.
I have issues with character consistency from also when you die and then you get resurrected and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you're the same person." I'm like, "How does that work?"
No, you're not the same
I
person.
would be a
Sorry.
completely different person because what, all my memories were restored?
Mm-hmm.
It's
You
the-
didn't
and
look the same
yeah.
either.
Well, that's what why they did it is so so your character can look different. It's like just have plastic surgery. Don't rebuild me from a scrap that you found under your shoe.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. If you love a Mass Effect, you can just disregard all of that.
Yeah.
Everybody has an opinion, and we are in the minority on that, and
Well,
I know it. And
also it's
that's
such a
fine.
vast game that all your environments were very samey. You kept running across the same boxes no matter where you were.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, it's like you couldn't even go down to planets most of the time.
Yeah.
You had
And
to
the mini
scan
games were
stuff
kind of
from
weird. Yeah.
space.
And
So,
the Mako or whatever that vehicle was.
yeah.
Mm, yeah.
One of the good things, Yvonne Strahovski.
Yeah, and her ass in that. Holy shit.
Yep. Yep.
It's
Well,
like
her
you're
ass in real
wearing,
life.
yeah, hex pattern bottoms just to accentuate her curves. And you're like, cheapers, creepers.
Yeah.
It's no Baldur's Gate,
Jeez.
though, when you can have your whole
No.
camp be naked.
Yep. And we do.
Hmm. It's like even Halson, and he's just there dangling, and you're like, yep,
Yep. I want to see all the pains.
yep, all the peens. It takes you a
Pe-
while to get Halson, though. You have to do the Shadowlands first.
yeah.
And then
Yeah,
he's in your party. You can strip him down.
I did have one of our run throughs where I didn't romance Astarion and I
Uh-huh.
romanced Halson instead. And he gives oral, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll go down on a lady,
Yeah, he will.
just like Batman. All the bros that got mad that Batman went down is like, of course he does. He knows has a pleasure lady. I mean, you don't win Catwoman without going down on her.
Yeah. And besides
So,
that, why wouldn't you want to give your partner the most pleasure
oh yeah,
possible?
I mean that's like one of the manliest things ever is to bring a woman pleasure. At least that's
Mm-hmm.
my opinion.
Yeah. So
But
there you
then
go.
I probably should have been born a lesbian.
Well,
Yeah.
we're just we're jumping around all over the place. We've gone from trying to start the episode and to Mass Effect and cunnilingus.
Yep. Cunning linguists, really
cunning, cunning,
clever
cunning linguists.
conversationalists.
Yes, that's a very Weird Al line.
Well, I
Word crimes. Word crimes. It's a
do
great
believe it
song.
means agile tongue. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yep.
or something similar. Or it might be the same root word where we get the slur that Americans hate that the British use all the time.
What cunt?
Yep.
Mm,
Which goes back to Chaucer. It's an old English word.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so there you go.
Well, we got our explicit rating anyway.
Eddie's a cunt.
Yep.
That's actually in one of Susie Izzard's live recordings.
Yep.
Uh, anyway, okay, so here we are. We are on Corazonia, and our lovely Bradward Boimler is being in command of a team for the first time. If you do not remember, they have all been recently, our core lower deckers have been recently
They got
upgraded
picked.
to lieutenants,
Yep.
JG, which means junior grade if you didn't know, but you probably did because you're Star Trek fans. So yeah. But
Junior grade, which means like they're for kids.
yeah.
They're like they're play school cadets.
So
or
why
ensigns.
isn't a full lieutenant a senior grade? It just makes no sense.
Now you're a senior grade when you retire.
It just the adjectives don't make a whole lot of sense
It's the
as far as
military
consistency.
bureaucracy. I mean, it gets split so down into just tiny little differences
Yeah.
that, before he's like, okay, captain, first officer, lieutenant, sergeant, that all makes sense. And then you have like master sergeants and gunnery sergeants and rear admirals and lieutenant commanders. Okay, you got a lieutenant, and got a commander, and you got a lieutenant commander.
Yeah, because it's not a full commander.
Right.
Why? Anyway, so where were we? Vexilon. Vexilon is the supercomputer that runs everything on Corazonia,
Yep.
and he's been having troubles lately. And this is basically it's basically a big ring in space, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's very idyllic because they have everything they could want as far as climate. It's a bunch of authors, sculptors, philosophers, etc. Everybody's very creative and artistic, and so
Yes,
they,
because they don't have to work. The
yeah,
computer does things for them. The computer is basically climate control for the ring.
yeah, it really is. And it's just Vexilon is very how do I put this? He's overly apologetic. There's an actual term for this, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, he's just like, oh no, that's my fault. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Right.
He's apologizing for everything, even if it's not his fault. And one of my favorite things in this episode actually happens before they even get to Vexilon proper. And that's when they're talking to some of the people on the planet who are like, we're artists, we don't know what to do, we have
Yep.
no technical knowledge. And I've been so stressed out, I've even turned out just the worst art ever. And Ransom is looking at it, and he says, yeah, it's a clumsy expression of form.
Yep.
She's
It
like,
lacks
this is
focus and harmony.
fantastic. And then afterwards he says, no, it's just an amateur lack of focus and balance.
Yeah.
You
And if you
don't expect
notice,
that to come out of
they're
Ransom.
they're different types of stone because they're different colors
Mm-hmm.
and they're different shapes. And then you turn to the ones that she didn't like that are the same shapes. It's just the rock formation they're made out of is different.
Mm-hmm.
So they're exact same statues, just made from different rock.
Yep. So yeah. Anyway, what was that? I can't even
She's reading
tell
her
what
notes.
I wrote. Oh yeah, that's what it says. So yeah, Vexilon is the planetary OS in effect. And Captain Freeman decides that she's going to actually do the maintenance that needs to be done. And Jack's like, are you sure you want to do that? Don't you want an engineer to do that? And
Yep.
she says she's minored in archaic technology.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Well, you have to have very specialized knowledge in this future. It's
Yeah,
like they got
yeah.
xenobiology and xenobotany and star cartography or whatever.
Stellar cartography.
Stellar cartography.
Cartography.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you don't look at Freeman and think, oh yeah, she has a minor in archaic technology.
Well, it's like with Picard with his like alien anthropology or whatever the hell he has.
Yeah, archaeology.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to be an archaeologist for a while. So, but yeah, it's a fun little detail to know about Freeman. And so she's starting to work on Vexlon. And meanwhile, we've got Boss Boimler coming in
Boss
hot.
Boimler, giving a speech, rating himself on his own speech.
Yeah, well, he's not talking to them before yet. He's the team's there, but
Yeah,
he's like pumping himself up, and Talin calls it his confidence boosting ritual.
right.
And he's like, okay, I'm gonna address the guys, and so he's talking to the team, and he says, until Lynn is here, in case any science stuff happens. And she says, everything that has ever occurred is science stuff.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, fair point.
So yeah, what they need to do is actually switch out these
They're
I
like
don't even remember what
weird
they're
power
called.
conduit type things,
Yeah,
but
the power conduit sort of thing.
they're reminiscent of the self-destruct mechanism from Wrath of Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to that, where there's locking mechanisms that seal it into place, and then you turn the device like 45 degrees and then pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a micromanager to the point that he's not even managing at all because he doesn't want to put any of his crew at risk. So he's doing it all on his own, even though it takes multiple people to do it properly.
Yeah, well, and the thing is that he was starting out with just saying, okay, let's do this. And Talin steps in and says, this is really volatile.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be really, really careful. And that's when Brad gets all, up in his head.
Yep,
And it's like, okay.
overprotective. Yeah.
The thing is he really knows what he's doing
Yeah,
with
clearly.
getting these canisters out.
And it shows a lack of trust in his crew that he's going to do it. He's going to be the one to do it all by himself because he doesn't want to put them at risk, which assumes that they'll do it wrong.
Yeah, I think that's what his team felt like, but I don't
Yeah.
think that was Bradward's intent in any
No.
way, shape, or form.
But that's what it comes across as for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, they're gonna have to do that. But we got shit going on the Cerritos as well, because our other three kids are basically they've been they have been just wandering around trying to find something to do, and they come across the anomaly storage room. And there's a Betazoid gift box in there, if you
There
guys
is.
remember what that's like.
Yep. The original being played by Arnim Zimmerman. So
No, Armin
Armin
Shimmerman.
Shimmerman. Except I wish I could edit because I probably got that right the first time when we were talking about it.
Armin Shimmerman.
And then my brain cracked and I got the name wrong.
Guys, he knows the right name.
Yeah,
it just didn't come out
because
right.
I told her earlier and then I blanked and said the wrong name.
So
Arnim
yeah,
Shimmerman, right?
Armin Shimmerman. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the original box was played by him. Yes.
Yes, it was. And
see, we're having
Rutherford.
brain flat cracks here.
Yeah, sorry guys. Rutherford is like the Betazoid gift box. He's never seen one before. And this particular Betazoid gift box has been interacted with a lot of people. And when it starts swearing, Tendi says, oh, I didn't know Dr. Ta'ana came in here.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been coming in there and swearing.
Yeah.
But that is actually what Dr. Ta'ana does best, is swearing. It's like she's got the most foul mouth of any Star Trek character in Starfleet.
Yeah. Well, there's like a history of having irascible doctors.
Mm-hmm.
And she's one of them. Because you think of Bones, you think of was the first one or on Next Generation, the one I don't like.
Pulaski,
yeah.
She was not the first.
No, she wasn't the first, because it was like a weird thing where Beverly was there, then not there, then there again.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
and that is because um, Gates McFadden was not amused with how little she got to do
Yep.
and left the show. And they brought in Diana Muldaur as Pulaski.
Mm-hmm.
And that did not work out well for the ratings.
Right.
And so then they had to come crawling back to Gates and ask her to come back, which she graciously did.
Mm-hmm.
And
Didn't she ask for like a director
she wanted to direct.
opportunity?
They still
Yeah.
wouldn't let her. Still wouldn't let her do that. Because why would they let a woman direct Rick Berman?
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the whole thing. Is it wasn't that she wanted to leave. And so when things weren't working out and they were, basically groveling a bit more, she did decide to come back. And I'm glad she did, because I love Gates McFadden. And no disrespect to Diana Muldaur. I love Diana Muldaur. I do not like Dr. Pulaski. I understand why people like her, but she's just too much of a female bones for me to really get behind her. You know what I mean?
That and her attitudes towards Data were just annoying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's that sort of thing. She calls
it
him
was
Data.
it was two Spock's bones. It was just like cut and paste the Spock's bones relationship to Pulaski Data relationship.
Yeah, didn't care for it. So, but no disrespect to anyone who loves Dr. Pulaski. That is fine. That is absolutely fine, because she did get shit done. Yeah. So anyway, they get recruited. Our three kids get recruited to do a project of scanning a ridiculous number of isolinear chips to find the one that isn't working. And when I heard that, I immediately thought, that's got to be a hazing thing, right?
Yeah, there's got to be an easier way to locate a chip that's not working.
Oh, there absolutely
There
is.
would be some kind of feedback thing that the computer would tell you, hey, it's this one.
Yeah. I guess that Boimler got off easy by just getting killed,
right,
and then revived.
He got to see the koala. He got to be in the Red Room or whatever it's called, the Black Lodge from Twin Peaks.
Yep.
The
and
Black
then there's
Mountain,
the Black Mountain that you have to go to the Black Mountain. We know
to
that
fight your
from
father.
Shax.
Yeah.
Fight your father and then yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to do that. And also every, 15 minutes or something, there's a gas that comes in there and they have to put on breathalyzer sort of things, oxygen things. And yeah. And
the chips are hot too.
The chips are hot, yes. I don't know why they couldn't have tongs for that, but whatever. Well, it's all because it actually is hazing. It's hazing. This Ransom and this guy have set this up, and they're laughing their asses off at this.
The forehead on this guy.
Yeah, because Tindy actually says that this is hazing, and then she's like, well, maybe it's not. And then they definitely think that it is after they've scanned all the isolinear chips. And then he comes in and says, oh, no, you're not done. And pushes a button and all those isolinear chips raise up and there's a whole nother wall of isolinear chips. And they're just like, no. And Mariner's like, nope, had enough of this. Let's go. So they decide that they are going to basically prank this guy back, and using the Betazoid gift box and the Wadi Chula game.
Oh, yes.
There's a Wadi Chula game in there. Yeah, that was most people hate that episode. I do not. I think it's hilarious.
I like how half-heartedly Bashir does
Screams.
the whole thing.
Yeah, he wakes up from a bad dream in the game and just goes, ah! It's like, dude, do you know how to scream? Because
I think he just didn't like that script, and so he wasn't putting himself into it.
I don't know. That's just kind of Bashir the whole way through season 1 and even into season 2. Towards the end of season 2, he starts to become more of the Bashir that we end up with. And as he progresses, he just gets better and better. So Yeah. And Mariner knows that this guy is a fan of something called slop jazz,
Hmm.
which apparently has to do with spit. Ew,
Yeah, it's yeah.
gross. But she's really good at just keeping him busy telling her about slop jazz.
Yeah, it just keeps asking questions like favorite musicians, favorite albums, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. And then they find out that, he gives them this sob story of why he is the way he is. And I'm just like, that's bullshit. but
Hmm.
but they fall for it hook, line, and sinker. And they had already set up a whole booby trap with the Betazoid gift box and the Wadi Chula game in his quarters. And when they realize that he's had this horrible problem, and that's, he got stuck in the Wadi Chula game for a month. He was too dumb to figure his way
Right.
out, supposedly. And so Tendi and Rutherford are trying to get all the stuff back out of the room before he gets back to his quarters. And he's like, oh, I forgot. I was meeting Dr. Midlimo in his office, not in my quarters. Silly me.
Hmm.
And goes off. And Rutherford's just standing in the background holding stuff, just with his eyes wide, like being completely still, hoping that he
Hmm.
doesn't turn around to see them. And then just falls out of the door once he leaves. That just made me laugh. Made me laugh. So, but as we find out at the end of the episode, it definitely is definitely hazing.
Yeah,
But
it's hazing.
Tendi did find the one isolinear chip that was
The
malfunctioning.
faulty, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that he planted that faulty chip in the fucking first place
Hmm.
because it was a haze. Here's the thing, guys. I don't like hazing. I don't think it's funny.
That's
I I
dangerous.
I don't. Yeah, it is dangerous. Sometimes people die. It's not a good idea. It's just not. So don't do that. Okay? Just don't. Ugh. Anyway. So yeah, back on the planet, we've cut Boimler again going through the motions of how you get all of these canisters out of this energy depot sort of place. And he's just about to remove the last one because he hasn't let any of them help. And so
Yeah, it's the very final one, and he's like, "Okay, last one to show you guys how to do it." It's like, well, it's the last one. There's no point to it now.
yeah, but the thing is that while Freeman has been working on Vexilon, she found out that his OS had not been upgraded in about 6 million years. So she was just going to go ahead and do that upgrade of his OS. It does not go well. He shuts down. Clouds start falling like stones from the sky.
Well, the clouds immediately freeze because clouds are water vapor.
Yep.
And so the climate changes so drastically that they freeze in place. They flash freeze
Hmm.
and fall and shatter into blocks of ice, which is pretty funny because there are people painting, and some of them scram, and a few remain to paint the ice blocks.
That's so nice. That's a nice little detail. I love
Hmm.
their little details that they do in the show. It's just fun. And yeah, she basically, because Vexilon has reverted to his original OS, and that's why all things are going wrong because it's like, oh no, we're gonna go back to basically when a planet is formed, it is not immediately just, green and beautiful. That's not how that works. That's not how our planet worked. So volcanoes are popping up,
Uh-huh.
rivers are disappearing.
Yet the rivers are draining and flooding mountains.
Yep, it's insane what's going on in there. And so uh she calls Billups to come down there, and I can't remember exactly what he says, but she says, Billups, this is not the time for your computer comedy.
He makes some reference to being like unilateral or something like that. It's something that was over my head.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's something that kills in engineering. It's like, yeah, I don't get the reference.
yeah. One of my favorite things that Vexilon says while doing this reboot is stirring primordial ooze. Stirring primordial ooze.
It reminds me when you'd load Minecraft and it would say like generating helixes and creating mobs or spawning mobs and all these tech terms, for coders.
Hmm. Yeah. And yeah. So uh thankfully there's an ancient junk drawer that has just what they need to get Vexilon working right again. And Vexilon is back to his old self, just being, oh no, did I do that? I am so sorry. I can't believe I did that. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
You know, one of those.
Self-effacing.
That's the right word. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. The problem is that in order to get everything to reboot properly, Boimler has to put all of those containers back.
And of course, he's going to do it independently again.
Yeah, but but that's when Talin is like, you let your team help you.
Hmm.
That's what they're here for. They don't learn anything if you don't let them do anything. And so they managed to get all of the canisters back in, and then he's waiting by the failsafe, just ready to hit it as soon as everything's, as Vexilon's starting up again. And he hits it, and yay! And then the building explodes, and he dies.
Yep, he's a scorched bit of flesh.
Yep, Boimler is clinically dead for a little while. Dr. Ta'ana manages to revive him. And yeah, my favorite thing is after he like kind of dies again, she's like, give me 30 cc's of whatever the fuck I gave him before.
Yeah. It's like when she first revives him, it's like, I'm surprised that worked.
Yeah. So how many times has Brad died? Seems like about 3 now.
Yeah, well, it seems to be a common occurrence in Star Trek. People end
Yeah.
up going to the Black Mountain.
Yep. Yep. Uh, I can't remember who said it. Oh, it was Ransom. Ransom was saying, you never forget your first death.
Right.
Because apparently this happens all the time in Starfleet. And why wouldn't it, right?
Yeah, Star Trek characters getting killed off and brought back, killed off and brought back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at Hugh.
Mm-hmm. But Hugh was correcting a mistake that the writers of season 1 made.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole shit should never have happened in the first place. And I'm really actually very glad that they brought back Wilson Cruz, because he's fantastic. And he's like one of my most favorite doctors of any Star Trek series, because he's a sweetheart, and at the same time he will not take your fucks. He will not back down. Will not let anyone, what am I trying to say, take him down a peg. So because it's been a lot, being dead and then reconstituted and then trying to figure out who he is all over again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hard enough as a kid, and he's doing it as an adult. That's a lot of stuff to deal with. So, but this is one of those episodes that makes me laugh out loud.
Yeah. Well,
And
it's a really particularly funny Boimler episode because, he's overcompensating. He's in his head.
yeah, and Jack Quaid is really great at doing the constant stream of talking while he's showing them how to do things. And they even fade out his sound as he's running to the shuttle with the canister and then coming back. So we miss like a part of the instructions right there.
Right.
But yeah. Yeah, the whole thing in when he's dead is fantastic. The koala, I can't remember the exact wording, but what the koala is saying, and he's saying it backwards, is that it's not your time, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what he's saying. I don't know the exact words. I was going to look them up and then I forgot. But yeah, the koala was telling him it's not your time. You're going to go back now.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm glad though that Boimler didn't have to go to the Black Mountain and have to fight himself and his father.
Yeah, that will come in time.
We've never seen Boimler's parents. We have never seen Boimler's parents.
It's interesting, isn't that?
Yeah.
Because we know that he like dyes his hair purple, so yeah, his parents wouldn't have purple hair.
Not necessarily. Maybe they did have purple hair and he didn't, and he wanted to look more
Ah,
like
I
his
see.
parents. Hard to say. Hard to say. We'll never know because, they canceled Lower Decks after season 5 because fuck Paramount. Yeah. So it's a fun episode. It's interesting to see that, yes, Boimler can be a good leader if he gets out of his own head.
True.
Yeah. So, do you have any other thoughts on this episode?
Some stuff with Exelon's design. First, when doing the update and the progress bar comes up, that's hilarious. It's this million to billion million to billion year old operating system, and it has your standard update thing. And then when she puts it in safe mode, the DOS window comes up with the white on black text.
Yes. And I love that the entire thing is looks like it's made out of rock.
Yes, because it is an ancient computer, and that's
Yep.
what they would do.
Oh, so funny. Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Good times. All right. Well, since it was the Lower Decks episode, obviously it was a lot shorter than our typical offering.
Well, considering we went an hour and a half to talk about Q&A.
Yeah, well, we meandered about on that one quite a bit.
True.
So if we had just covered Q&A, that would have been a 15-minute podcast.
True.
But no, I started it out with being, starting on a whole different thing, and then it snowballed, and there we are.
Snowballs.
So, because I was saying, yeah, this is going to be a 15-minute episode. An hour and a half later, it was not. Anyway, yeah. So, like pretty much all Lower Deck episodes, I enjoyed this one, and
yeah, it was entertaining. I like, the ring space station kind of deal that, was settled by this race, and since everything was provided for them, they all took up leisurely activities, and promoted the arts.
Yep. What a world that would be.
Mm-hmm.
And I love seeing Ransom doing something besides being like what would you call it?
I don't know.
Somebody who just cares about working out.
Oh, gym rat.
Thank you. That's the right word. Because he's looking at art and actually having a valid opinion about it.
Well, that's the great thing about comedy is you put dialogue and characters that you wouldn't think would be there, and so you take the muscle bound workout dude, the gym rat, and then you give him opinions about art and aesthetics.
Yep, that's good times.
Mm-hmm.
Good times. All right, then. Shall we see what we're doing next?
Still on 964, right? Unless there's going to be a debut soon.
No, not until it's still, I think, a couple of weeks away.
All right.
Not a couple of weeks, less than a couple. It's not going to.
It's not going to be next week that we're.
No.
All right.
It'd be the week after that.
Okay, this one could be tricky.
No.
What?
I'm not ready, dude. You gotta let me get the spreadsheet up.
I could still give the number. It's
not
like the number's going away.
I know, but I want to be able to write it down right after you tell me.
All right.
So just give me a minute, please.
Usually I'm the one that's not ready.
Yeah, well, you jumped into it way too fast. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go. What is it?
736.
736. 736. 736. That is. I hate the way this scrolls.
Ah, right.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh, uh-oh. Is it Little Green Man?
Nope,
Okay.
not even remotely. This is Discovery Season 1, Episode 7, Magic to Make the Sanest Man Go Mad.
Oh, okay. This is the Harry Mudd
Harry Mudd,
one
yeah.
with all the time travel
Mm-hmm.
and forget the actor's name who plays Harry Mudd, but I found out some stuff about him recently that I don't care to know. So,
Rainn Wilson,
yeah, Rainn Wilson.
yeah. So yeah, there we go. Um, so that's your homework for next week. Discovery Season 1, Episode 7, Magic to Make the Sanest Man Go Mad. There's a lot of M's in that.
Mm-hmm.
And alliteration. That's what they call that. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight this one so that I know that I actually have it on the list for the thing we're doing. There we go. Because if I don't do it now, God knows I'll forget it later. So yeah, we've been having a nice little streak of some newer Trek
Yeah, there's a newer
lately.
Trek streak galore. It's not just Voyager episodes one after the other anymore.
Yeah. Voyager and Deep Space Nine and
Mm-hmm.
they've been very prominent in our
Yeah,
quest
occasionally
recently.
dip into Enterprise.
Yep. So no Strange New Worlds episodes for a while though.
No.
So yeah. Anyway, Dave, do you have anything
Hmm.
you want to tell the folks?
There is, okay, so Tony Newsom had a podcast with Andrew T called Yo, Is This Racist? And they weren't enjoying doing it anymore because things are really bad right now. And when they had, the show earlier before ICE became a thing, that it would just be like casual talk about racism. And now it's like really heavy stuff where people are getting murdered and put
Mm-hmm.
into concentration camps and being deported, even though they're at their naturalization, kind of hearing or whatever, becoming citizens. And so they put that under the paywall, and they're just doing starter Trek now. And someone Jesse Earl, also known as Jesse Gender, is their producer and co-host. So they discuss episodes like it's a potpourri kind of show about Star Trek because they're introducing episodes to Andrew because Tawny's familiar and Jesse's familiar and Andrew's dipping his toe in. And so they're just showing him like highlight episodes of Star Trek. Like when somebody says, "Hey, I want to get into Star Trek, where should I begin?" That's basically what the format of the show is like, "Hey, here's these key episodes that if you're watching Star Trek, these are kind of central to, understanding the show and what it's all about." So it's pretty funny because, Andrew's a television writer, wrote for what, Mixed Dish and that 90s show. So he's familiar with television writing, and so he'll notice stuff like maybe Jean-Luc Picard was working a half day on an episode. And you can notice, okay, he's got a heart out, this actor. You could just kind of tell, they're just trying to get his dialogue in before, he leaves for vacation or whatever. It's like he's barely in the episode, and when he's there, it's like you can tell they're kind of rushing through it. So it's pretty fun, and it's free. It's open to everybody. Starter Trek.
Nice.
Other than that, I'm still writing like crazy. Like it's so much writing. It's insane. It's like I'm
Mm-hmm.
writing to escape, I think, because things are so bad right now. It's like I'm gonna live in this fantasy world where smutty things happen.
Yeah. Why do you write like you're running out of time?
Yeah, indeed. And I'm having fun writing female characters, which is entertaining.
Newsflash, guys, Dave is really good at writing female
I'm
characters.
trying anyway.
No, you're very good at it.
Okay.
Well, here's something I just found out recently,
Uh-huh.
and it will be available to everyone in a few weeks. But I was invited back to the podcast We Are Starfleet with my
Nice.
friend Ashley,
Double
and
nice.
we covered season 4, episode 3 of Strange New Worlds. Obviously, we had screeners because that as of this right now, has not been released yet. Season 1
Yeah.
or season 4 has not started yet. It will in a couple of weeks. And to my absolute joy, I found out that they have recently moved to Trek Geeks,
Very
which
cool.
is one of my favorite podcasting networks of all time. I love Dan and Bill. I think they're great people. And I'm so happy that that's where they are now. So
Yay.
So yay for that. And keep your ear out for episode 3 of that podcast, where we'll be talking about Strange New Worlds. But again, it'll be in a few weeks. So probably about 5 weeks from now-ish that will be out. So yeah. And then of course that means that Positively Unready will be coming back as well when season 4 starts, which is always exciting to me.
The live YouTube show.
Yeah, because I have a great time with Dan and Barry, and yeah.
And
I'm
it
good at
also
doing
means
live.
what Boldly Go comes back too, huh?
Yeah, guess what, Dave?
I know. We get to podcast on another podcast
Yep.
and talk about Strange New Worlds,
Yep.
which so far I'm kind of lukewarm on.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for an episode to really hit with me.
Well, I really liked the season premiere, and I liked
Yeah.
episode 2, but we
yep,
can't talk
episode
about it.
2 is pretty good, but yeah, we can't get into it. So
Yeah. But I can say that I liked episodes 1 and 2. 3 is interesting, and that's all I'll say.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll leave it at that. So yeah, anything else you want to tell the peoples?
DJ Evil Dave everywhere. That's how you can find me. Mostly on Blue Sky, but I'm not even on there all that much because, like I said, I'm writing. Just a lot of my free time seems to be devoted. Haven't even played video games all that much. I've just been writing and just knocking out all these chapters. So yeah.
That reminds me, I got to do my Xbox gaming today. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're an Xbox Game Pass holder and you're on the higher tier, you will get points for every day that you play at least 15 minutes on the Xbox. And those points can be converted into money to buy games.
Money.
Money.
And women.
Money.
Money. Women.
Yeah, and all I gotta do is play 15 minutes a day. Honestly, guys, I love playing video games, and so
she's a bigger gamer than I am by far.
I've been a gamer forever. Like seriously, I started gaming when computers could only have cassette tapes to load a game.
Yep.
So that's how old my gaming goes back, and I think maybe I was like 7 or 8 in that time period. I think actually it was a little bit, I was more like 10 or 11 because it was the early 80s. So, but anyway, I've been playing games for a long time and I ain't going to stop now.
Nope.
So there. But if you have to talk to me, don't. I'm kidding. You can find me on Blue Sky at Brandywine, or if you really want to go to Instagram and find me, you can do that too. I have 2 accounts there. One was just my original self, which is just Brandy Jekyll, and my other one is Brandy Reads All the Books with underscores in between because that's my book review account thing.
Instagram sounds like a DoorDash for cocaine.
Right. Good one.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, well, that's a nice and quick one, unlike the one that we thought was going to be nice and quick last week.
Yeah, this is short and sweet.
Yeah.
So pretty straightforward episode. And yeah.
So there you go, guys. Live long and prosper. And we'll talk to you next week.
Indeed.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Still up.
Still up.